The series is tied and the pressure is rising. After a dominant Game 1, CJ Green and the Timberwolves hit a bump in Game 2, and the Spurs have evened the score. Now it's a whole new ball game. The Wolves are headed to San Antonio, and it's time for CJ to bounce back. Every great player faces adversity, but it's how they respond that defines their legacy. Game 3 is the moment for CJ to rise again.
Today, we're channeling our inner Allen Iverson. CJ Green is trying to lead this Minnesota Timberwolves just like Allen Iverson did with the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got the look, and it's game number 3, Spurs and the Wolves. Yes, so welcome back. We're getting straight into it, and CJ has the new look, the Allen Iverson look. And we're looking today to take a big game 3 win. Series is all tied up here in San Antonio. This is going to be absolutely massive. And man, I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. I don't want to fall down 2-1 in this series, especially against a young and exciting San Antonio team who have got basically nothing to lose. Yes, welcome to Game 3. I'm excited, man. It's going to be massive. Game 2 was disappointing. We had that monster dunk on Victor Wembanyama. But man, that did not mean anything because today is absolutely massive in the grand scheme of things. We've still got our starting 5, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Towns, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, and CJ Green. Chris Paul, CP2 for some unknown reason. Game 3 is underway from San Antonio, our first playoff game on the road, and I am pumped. Man, let's do it. So we start this one off here, and San Antonio have been shooting the absolute piss out of the ball this series. My goodness, I'm not going to lie. I mean, have a look at Chris Paul on this possession. He gets CJ in the air and rattles it home. First points of the night go the way of Chris Paul. Here is CJ, kicking to Anthony Edwards, who's in the corner. He's got it. Anthony Edwards knocking it down. 3 plays 2 early on here in game number 3. Devin Vassell has also been playing really well in this series. He pulls up this time, can't get it to go. Victor Wembanyama in his first playoff series, he puts it in. It's a 3-point lead for the Spurs when CJ finally gets his first look at a 3-point shot. Too much room, yes sir. Way too much room for CJ, man. Like I said, channeling that inner AI, and this has a crazy ending in this game. 6 plays 11. Here is CJ working in the paint. Where is the foul? My goodness. I don't understand why we don't get foul calls. I mean, we're getting bumped inside. That is all body. Victor Wembanyama couldn't get across on that possession. 3-point lead for the Spurs, and man, they really did come to play in this. I mean, in this series, I'm not going to lie, man. This team has really come to try and get us off our ledger. And we trail big at the minute as Anthony Towns can't get it to go. Rudy Gobert was there for the rebound. He puts it in. On the road, their fans are going to be hyped. Back at home, I must say, for them. Us on the road. Here is CJ working with Rudy Gobert. Oh my goodness, where's he going? CJ out of Cat for 3, and we're back. 2 opportunities for us to get back in this game, and we are right back in it. 26 plays 35. We get off to the races here. CJ Green trying to push the pace. Down big as CJ came back in the second quarter here. Look at Green cooking up. My goodness, get inside there and put it in. 9 points, 2 assists for CJ here in the start of game number 3. Game 4 is going to be a full game. I'm excited for that. Our first full game of the playoffs. Victor Wembanyama taking on CJ in the first full game of these playoffs. Victor Wembanyama on cue. He knocks down a 3, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for CJ. Finds Anthony Towns this time. Wemby almost gets the block, but Anthony Towns puts it in. This game is really tight. Going in to the second half, San Antonio, they're a lot tougher than I thought they would be. I definitely thought this game would be not a tough series, but I didn't think it would be this tough because they are taking it right up to us. Anthony Edwards starting it rolling here in game number 3. He knocks a 3 down, 37 plays 40, but Devin Vassell for 3. It's back out to a 6-point game in this one. Man, every time it felt like we're getting close and back into this game, they just responded. CJ from the mid-range, he's got it slightly late. But, I mean, the 4 turnovers, that's what's really worrying me here in these playoffs. Victor Wembanyama turns, fades, and shoots. Man, what is Rudy Useless doing? Vassell again! And it's back out to an 11-point lead in this game. Make it 9 when CJ gets off to the races here. Trying to create. Finds Anthony Towns. Towns puts it in. So CJ, 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists, doing doing a hell of a lot at the moment. We just need to do, we really need to do a hell of a lot more if we're going to win this game. Green to the rim, got it! Man, it's time to get aggressive. We need to get aggressive, and we have to get aggressive now. I mean, that's probably one thing I've probably struggled with in this series is finding that right aggressiveness because, man, Victor Wembanyama, he is just shooting everything for this San Antonio team. So, it was time. Here is CJ, turns the corner, sees an opening and hammers. Our first dunk of the night for CJ. Man, they can't guard Green on this pick and roll. Maybe that's something we have to run in game number 4 as we do come up with a turnover here, and it's off to the races for CJ. Gotta beat one man, do beat him and throw it down. CJ puts it in, 54 plays 49 when Devin Vassell just steadies the flow. We need a timeout, and now it's the final quarter. So we're all tied up here, 68-68. Shout out to our bench. Naz, have my babies read. Gives it to Green. Green for 3. CJ gives us the lead in this final quarter. This one is going down to the wire, just like the previous games. Here is Jones, though, and Jones ties it up. So, like I said, every time it felt like we had a chance to really escape from this squad, they had answers. Here is CJ. Chris Paul, you are too small. CJ adjusts, puts it in, but look at Rudy. What in the world has happened to Rudy Gobert? Rudy Gobert is down. I'm not too sure what actually has happened to Rudy Gobert, but man, we can't turn off. We just can't turn off now. Devin Vassell gives the Spurs a 2-point lead. Enter Anthony Edwards. Cook up for 3. Anthony Edwards keeps us in this game, gives us the lead. We lead by 1. We're just got to play better defense. And have a look at this. We can't allow Victor Wembanyama to get offensive boards as he puts it in. It's a 1-point lead for the Spurs. This one is going to the wire. CJ dancing, can't get in. It gets blocked by the rim. It actually got blocked, I think, by Keldon Johnson, and he runs it up the floor. And have a look at Keldon Johnson here on CJ. Kicks it. It's Chris Paul. That could almost be the dagger. It's a 6-point lead for the Spurs. We've got 50 seconds to go in this game. We've got to enter Anthony Edwards. Has been pretty good all series, and it's only a 3-point game. Hanging in there. Chris Paul inside. Beautiful pass. And the Spurs lead by 5 with 19 seconds on the clock. Man, Naz Reid took a long time. And how is this not a foul? Please, Ronnie. Ronnie, how is this not a foul? Now, we had to play the foul game in this one. Guys, you cannot look away from this game because this one is huge. How is that not a foul, though? I don't get it. Chris Paul knocks down a pair. It's still a 5-point game. 9.4 on the clock. Here is CJ. CJ for 3. Yes, sir, he's got it. 2-point game. We didn't take that much time off the clock as well, so this gives us a chance. So we had to foul Chris Paul. Now, guys, look what Chris Paul does. We need him to miss one. Miss one, and we're a chance. He misses the first one. I mean, it's a bonus if he misses the second one. Chris Paul to miss the second one. He's got it. So, a 3 to tie to force OT. 6.8 on the clock. You already know we're launching, and we're hammering it down. CJ Green ties it up, but there is one defensive stop to come to force overtime in game 3. Here we go. 89-89, 4.9 on the clock. You know it's going to Victor Wembanyama. He's too far out. Naz, have my babies read Victor. Can't get it to go. And that takes us to overtime. Yes, we are going to overtime basketball. 89-89, game 3. Devin Vassell picks up from where he left off in the last quarter. CJ working. CJ can't get it to go. Anthony Towns puts it in. Big Cat Man puts it in. 91-92. Here is Victor kicking it back out. Keldon Johnson. He took Chris Paul's 3 and he made it his own 3. 4-point game. CJ turns the corner. Finds Cat. We need this. He's got it. Come on. We're not going away in this game. 94-95. Anthony Edwards can't get the stop. And Devin Vassell puts it in. 3-point lead. Ant got it. Anthony Edwards keeps us in it. 96-99. Off a screen again for the tie. Anthony Edwards ties the game up. But it comes down to this. 29 seconds on the clock. We need a stop. Where is Victor? Chris Paul goes inside to Victor. Naz has been good since Rudy Gobert went out injured. Here is Victor. Victor puts it in. Victor Wembanyama puts it in. And they are going crazy here in San Antonio. But it leads to this. How many times have we missed the game winner this year? How many times has it fallen on CJ Green to put the dagger into the hearts? These are the moments you live for. These are the moments you want. And maybe this time we get it. We've got 12 seconds to work with. I'm trying to take all time off the clock because I'm not going to another OT. There is no way we either lose or we take the win. Haven't hit a game winner yet. At 3, at 2, CJ for the win! CJ Green, are you kidding me? A playoff game winner, a playoff walk-off, and Victor Wembanyama. Suck on that. I'm joking, but man, I'm hyped. We get the win. CJ hits his first game winner of the series. And game 3 goes the way of the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's time to breathe. Stay blessed. We get out.